Hey guys, what's going on? Just2D2 here, and welcome to No Limits. So I figured before I start to build a coaster, I'll give a little tutorial for you guys to see. So when you first start off, you'll get this grid looking thing, and what you first want to do is go to the coaster option, and you want to hit settings. And that brings up a bunch of different coaster types to choose from. So I just choose, well, for this demonstration, I'll do the corkscrew coaster type. And then you have different things to choose from. Number of trains, number of cars per train, and the colors for the track, which I'm just going to leave how it is for this demonstration. So what I usually do before I start building is open up the 3D window thing, so you kind of get an idea of what it looks like and see how smooth it is. And then you want to hit the ride on coaster button, which is the blue thing. So first, what you want to do when you build coaster, you want to start off with the station, and then you want to hit the add button that says add vertex to segment, not add vertex and segment. Wait, what? Well, you want to start it by adding it to the end of the track and not the front, because that will change where the arrow thingy is, which is where the track starts out. So then you want to kind of just place a station piece, and you want to kind of make it as long as you want it to be, really. It doesn't really matter how long the station is. I think 62 is good. And then you got different camera views to see the track in. You got the top view, which I'm using. Then you got the front view and the back view. And then you got the left and the right. So for the first part, I'm going to be using top view. So I might need to make the station a little bit longer. And when I make coasters, I usually have some sort of audio in the background to keep me entertained. I usually have a podcast or some music or something, because this could get boring if you're just doing it with no audio. So then you want to select, if you want to have it turn out of station, you could select a regular track piece, or you could do a lift hill, which is green. So then you want to make the lift out to there, as long as you want it to be. And then you want to hit the left or the right, depending on left view or right view, depending on just your preference. And if you're in the vertex thing, you could either press M to go to the mouse, or you could press space to change between them. Right now it's on the vertex selection, then I press space and it goes to scenery, it goes to support, and it goes back to mouse. So then what you want to do, once you're in the side view, you want to drag this vertex up, and then you have kind of a lift hill, and you see these two things, the things on the side, you could move them around to kind of make it smoother and bend weird and stuff. And then what you want to do, you want to kind of smooth that part out. And there's this really helpful thing that I didn't know about until I built a couple coasters, which is Ctrl+G. So when you press Ctrl+G, it smooths the coaster pretty much. It's that vertex that you had selected, it smooths it out. It's so helpful. And so then after you have your lift, you could kind of see with the side view using WASD to move. Well, not A or D, just W and S. Kind of go up the thing, go up the lift. And if you want to see how tall it is, you just hit statistics, and then you use either the minus X or plus X. Minus makes it shorter together, and plus just makes it so you could kind of tell more how high the coaster is. So this is around 102 feet, so I'm not really going to make it higher for the purpose of demonstrating. So then once you have your lift, well, what I like to do is have a little dip thing right there, and you gotta kind of rotate it to smooth it out. Ctrl+G and then Ctrl+G there. Just gotta smooth that part out. And once you have that smoothed out, you can go into the options for the lift by making it like white, and then you double click it, and you get this window, and you could select the speed, and then you could select if you want chain or friction wheels and railings on the side, and it crosses over to the other lift. And you can do the same thing with the station, but I'm not going to bother with that right now. So then after you have your lift, you go back into the top view. I'm just going to have like a little thing, have it go out with track. You want to hit select track. Then you want to go back into the side and go back to the mouse. You want to just like drag it down so you get a drop. Now, unlike Roller Coaster Tycoon 3, these coasters could be so smooth. I don't know why I just did Ctrl+G. You can make them as smooth as you want, or you could make them as crazy as you want. You could do anything with this, hence no limits. Pretty good program. So then after you have that, you want to kind of have it turn. Now, you could make it banked or not, or you could just have it be a flat turn. I'm going to bank this. So I'm going to go around there, and then up top you see the plus 45, plus 10, plus 1, 0, minus 1, minus 10, minus 45. That's just the angles. So let's have it be 60-degree turn, so it goes into the turn. And then you want to have it do a U-turn, like just another vertex to have the turn. And it smooths back out. Do Ctrl+G, smooth it out. And this is really just going to be a basic coaster. I'm not going to do anything crazy. Now, what I found useful is if you press Ctrl+E, it brings up this little window where you could select like different elements. So what I'm going to do, for this demonstration purpose, I'm just going to do a pre-made element, but in the next video I'll just show you how to make a loop. So you select a loop, and then I'll just press C, which connects the track. And if you don't like that, you could do Shift C, which disconnects it after you connected it. So now, yeah, we have track selected, and just kind of have it go out and straight and stuff. Smooth everything out. Don't really want that vertex there. And to get rid of vertexes, you could just select them and then you press delete. Pretty simple. That's why when I was building my... Yeah, you'll see. Never mind. Don't listen to me. I'm crazy. Alright. And then you select brake to have the brake, obviously. And you could make it as long as you want. And then sometimes you could have a transport to bring it back, which I just did C for, to connect it. Which you gotta use to connect your tracks together. Then you want to do Ctrl+G and Ctrl+G. Oh, yeah, see, sometimes it does weird stuff that you might not want, so then you just do Ctrl+Z. And so once you have that all done, you could double click on the brake and it brings up the option list. So you can have a complete stop, have it stop for 8 seconds, and you want to have the speed limit be higher than the coaster is going. So I'm gonna make that 70, and I just make that 50. Deceleration will be 1. And then you want to have a transport to bring it back into the station. So that will be 7. Hit OK. And then this is a transport track, so it just brings whatever back into the station. Pretty useful. So now that that's done, we could hit the 3D button, which brings it into this view, and kind of just go back into the station. And yeah, that's how you basically make a coaster. In the next video, I'll show you like what it looks like going through the track, and we could make some changes and stuff. So yeah, I've been Justy2, and this has been No Limits. See you guys later. Bye. Dang it.